Most men over 50 confuse heavy lifting, light lifting, and controlled lifting. They think going heavier automatically means better results, but that's not true at all. They associate lighter lifting with weakness or lack of effort. That's also not true. The truth is, there's more to lifting weights after 50 than just that number that's stamped on the dumbbell or the weight plate. Controlled lifting builds strength, protects your joints, and triggers muscle growth without beating up your body. I want to break down the difference between lifting heavy and lifting right, and explain how controlled tension wins every time after 50. When we were younger, heavy lifting worked great. Recovery was fast and the joints could take a beating and keep on going. But now that we're 50 and beyond, that same approach can start working against you. And over time, I'll guarantee you, it will work against you. And here's why. While our pride and willpower does not necessarily slow down with age, our connective tissue, tendons, and recovery systems definitely do. And the problem is we are wired to prove that we are real men. This isn't a knock on anyone. It's a fact that's buried down in our genetic makeup. And unfortunately for us, the older we get, the more we strive to prove we still belong. This is why you often see athletes or fighters that want to continue past their prime. They can't accept they're not what they used to be anymore. And I'll bet so many of you watching me right now have a good story about trying to prove age doesn't matter and where it actually landed you. Share your story with me in the comments. And yes, I do read every comment. This was my issue when I turned 50. My favorite thing to say was, I'm 50 and I can work circles around the 20-year-olds. So what did I do? I kept chasing the same numbers that I used to chase. And that's what we do. We keep chasing the same numbers we hit in our 30s, thinking it proves we've still got it. And let's be real. A lot of older guys use heavy lifting as validation. It's a way of saying, I still belong in the gym. I've still got the strength that I used to have. But that mindset can quietly lead to joint pain, inflammation, and setbacks that steal more strength in the long run than they actually add or build. Heavy training isn't the enemy. Ego lifting is the enemy. Controlled lifting is what I teach inside my Fit After 50 methods. It's not about going light, it's about owning the weight. When you slow the rep down, especially the eccentric phase, that's the lowering part, you build mechanical tension inside the muscle fibers. And tension is what drives growth. Studies show time under tension and muscle activation matter more for size after 50 than just chasing maximum loads. When you control the weight, your joints stay safe, your muscles work harder, and you actually grow stronger where it counts, inside the tissue, not just on the bar. Now don't get me wrong here. Heavier lifting still matters. Your body needs intensity to adapt. And that's why I always emphasize progression. The key isn't just getting stronger on the bar. It's strengthening the muscle and the connective tissue that supports it. And that's what creates long-term joint-friendly gains. For those reasons, I rotate strength-focused phases into my programs, like my 6-2 tactical strength method, where you lift heavier for short bursts, then return to controlled volume work. But still, nothing that's ridiculous or irresponsible when it comes to the heavier lifting. The difference is intent. Heavy training should stimulate, not sabotage. If every session leaves you aching, you're not building power, you're burning your recovery. I see it this way. Controlled phases are where you grow. Heavy phases are where you test what you've built. The best plan after 50 is a hybrid approach. Implement several weeks of strength training, that's compound movements such as pressing and pulling movements like the 6-2 plan that I have, and then move into hypertrophy work using a plan like my 3-3 method with a mix of slower eccentrics built into the warm-up sets followed by metabolic fatigue in the drop sets. And here's another thing that is widely ignored by most men who lift weights, especially men over 50, and it's called quarterly periodization. If you're not doing periodization currently, I would highly recommend you consider implementing periodization into your plan. If you're not familiar with periodization, I'm currently working on a periodization video and it'll soon be in the queue to publish. So set your notifications for this channel so you're sure not to miss this periodization video. It's going to be a big help for you. So yes, heavy weights build strength, but controlled weights builds muscle. And here's the thing, the men who balance both and check their ego at the door are the ones still training strong in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. And we have many of you who watch this channel. And let me say, I love hearing from all of you in the comments because you truly are an inspiration for me and you're an inspiration for many others who are watching these videos. Listen guys, don't lift heavy just to prove you still belong. Lift with control to prove you still understand the game. Hit subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'm going to catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching, and until I see you on the next video, you go get fit.